What are the uses of sulfuric acid? It is used in the manufacture of fertilizers, used in petroleum refining, and in the manufacture of pigments and paints. Let us now move on to the next group, that is group 17, halogens. The different group 17 elements are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, and tennessine. Fluorine atomic number 9, the electronic configuration can be written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Chlorine atomic number 17, its electronic configuration can be written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. So we can say that group 17 elements have ns2np5 outer electronic configuration, and number of valence electrons present is equal to 7. Atomic radii, it increases from fluorine to iodine. As we move down the group, we know that atomic radius increases. Now if we consider a particular period, halogens have the smallest atomic radii in a particular period. Next we shall discuss about ionization enthalpy. Halogens are associated with a high ionization enthalpy. It is because they show very little tendency to lose an electron. Since they have ns2np5 outer electronic configuration, and since they have 7 valence electrons, halogens will show a tendency to gain 1 electron to get octet configuration. So the tendency to lose electrons will be very much less, and hence they have very high ionization enthalpies. Now how does ionization enthalpy vary down the group? It decreases down the group. Electron gain enthalpy. Halogens have maximum negative electron gain enthalpy. This is because halogens can easily gain an electron to get octet configuration. Now as we move down the group, electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative. The electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is found to be less than the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine. This is because fluorine is smaller compared to chlorine. So because of the small size of fluorine atom, there will be stronger interelectronic repulsions. So this is the reason why electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is less than the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine. Halogens have very high electronegativity, and electronegativity decreases down the group, and we know that fluorine is the most electronegative element. Let us now discuss the physical properties of halogens. Fluorine and chlorine are gases, whereas bromine is a liquid and iodine is a solid. All the halogens are colored. It is due to the absorption of radiation in visible region. As a result of absorption of radiation, the outer electrons will get excited. Fluorine is yellow in color, chlorine is greenish yellow, whereas bromine is red and iodine is violet colored. Fluorine has smaller enthalpy of dissociation. The bond dissociation enthalpy of fluorine is smaller. It is due to large electron-electron repulsion among the lone pairs. Let us now discuss the various chemical properties of halogens. The different oxidation states possible are -1, +1, +3, +5 and +7. Consider the outer electronic configuration ns2np5. Except fluorine, all other halogens will be having vacant d orbitals. Now consider ns2np5 outer electronic configuration. If one electron is gained by halogen, it will exhibit an oxidation state of -1. And if one electron is lost, it will exhibit an oxidation state of +1. Now let one of the np5 electron be promoted to the vacant nd orbital. In such a case, 3 unpaired electrons will be present, and if all the 3 electrons are lost, the halogen will exhibit an oxidation state of +3. Now again consider np5 configuration. Let one more p electron be promoted to the vacant d orbital. Now the total number of unpaired electrons will be 5. These 5 electrons may be lost, and thus the halogen atom may exhibit an oxidation state of +5 in the compound. Now consider the next case where an electron from ns orbital also gets promoted to the vacant d orbital. In such a case, 7 unpaired electrons will be now present, and these electrons may be lost by the halogen atom. Thus it exhibits an oxidation state of +7 in the compound. Now consider fluorine. It can exhibit only -1 oxidation state. It is because fluorine is the most electronegative element. Halogens act as strong oxidizing agent. It is because halogens show a tendency to gain an electron. Let us now discuss the various reactions which shows that halogens act as strong oxidizing agents. Fluorine can react with potassium chloride, potassium bromide or potassium iodide to give potassium fluoride and chlorine bromine or iodine. Similarly, chlorine can react with either potassium bromide or potassium iodide to give potassium chloride and bromine or iodine. Bromine reacts with potassium iodide to give potassium bromide and iodine. Let us now discuss the reaction of halogens with water. Fluorine reacts with water to give HF and oxygen, whereas chlorine reacts with water to give hypochlorous acid HOCl and HCl. Bromine reacts with water to give hypobromous acid HOBr and HBr. I- reacts with H+ in the presence of oxygen to give iodine and water. Fluorine is the first element among halogens, and we know that the first element differs from the rest of the elements in that particular group. So, anomalous behavior of fluorine is due to the following reasons. It is because of the small size, high electronegativity, low FF bond dissociation enthalpy and non-availability of d orbitals. So because of these reasons, fluorine differs from the rest of the elements. Reactivity towards hydrogen. Halogens react with hydrogen to give HF, HCl, HBr and HI. The acid strength varies in the order HF less than, HCl less than, HBr less than HI, which shows that HI is the strongest acid. It is because the stability of these acids decreases down the group, the bond dissociation enthalpy decreases. Since the bond dissociation enthalpy decreases down the group, it shows that the HI bond can be easily broken and hence HI is the strongest acid. Now let us see how halogens react with oxygen. Fluorine reacts with oxygen to give compounds like OF2 and O2F2. These compounds act as fluorinating agents. Chlorine reacts with oxygen to give various oxides like Cl2O, ClO2, Cl2O6 and Cl2O7. These oxides also act as good oxidizing agents. ClO2 is used as a bleaching agent. Next, consider bromine. It forms oxides like Br2O, BrO2, PrO3. These oxides also act as good oxidizing agents. Now consider iodine. Iodine forms various oxides like I2O4, I2O5 and I2O7. I2O5 acts as a good oxidizing agent and I2O5 is used in the estimation of carbon monoxide.